you negotiating the contingencies as part of your service when you're working with clients and, people that are concerned about making a commitment on the purchase of a new construction home, not having the certainty on when their current home might sell.
Yes, with the current state of the market, people are concerned, how quickly can my house sell? And as we always say, we price it right. We go in knowing exactly how many days on market it's probably going to take based on the market statistics. So we put together a contingency with the builder, with the home to sell, a contingency based on what the expectations are. We also want to make sure that there is a possible out, whether that's because they cannot get financing on two homes. We make sure that there is a contingency that the customer is going to be able to get their money back. And a lot of builders are pretty strong on their contracts. So we make sure that is included and that is an acceptable agreement before we go further on that. Timing is everything, and we only kind of work with the builders that we know who are large enough to make sure that they have a home that's ready when it should be. There can be all kinds of construction delays. We know that, and it can be scary to people. So that's why we work with only the builders that we know usually are on target. They're going to tell you a date, and they're going to be pretty close to being on. Of course, there's acts of nature, anything could happen. So we want to make sure that there's a contingency for that, and they often build that into the contract.
So who helps navigate and mediate that conversation and the timeline when you're working with clients, or are you involved that whole time?
Yes, we do everything from start to finish. We hold that hand right from the get-go. So we call ourselves the new home buying gurus, because once we identify what your needs are, we'll identify the communities that work, the homes within the communities that work. We'll take you in. We'll make sure that you see everything that's necessary in that realm within your criteria. So maybe this builder doesn't work for you. We're on to the next builder. We will find that particular home. Then from there, we're going to sit down with that new home construction consultant there who works for the builder, and we're going to structure that and make sure that you're getting the price and all the upgrades that they possibly can give you. Oftentimes, builders will help hold that margin in, and they're not going to really tell you up front what it is. So we have to dig a little deeper and see how far we go. We negotiate everything for them. We are basically working for them we are their buyer agent, and we're working for them on their side of the table. And we take them right up through contract, up through closing. We're there at closing. We're there after closing. We often are there for the walkthrough for another set of eyes. We take them after closing when people have to do their warranty walkthroughs, usually within a year with the builder. And people often invite us back and say, hey, what should I ask? Is there anything you see in the house? And we go over with that and make sure that the builder is fulfilling their end of the warranty. So start to finish, we're there for them.
And why not work with the sales rep from the builder?
That's a good question. What you have is basically somebody representing your side of the table. Being on that other side of the table, I learned a lot of little tricks and tricks of the trade that folks will try to get people involved and try to sign early without getting basically their best deal. So there's a lot of things written in a builder's contract. It can be 60, 70 pages easily. So knowing what's in that builder's contract, what to expect, is very helpful on the buyer side. So that's why we represent them. We make sure that we're basically another set of eyes, ears, and experience there for them on their side. We really like to start from the very beginning. Before anybody, the most important thing is to walk in. Before somebody walks in, is to make sure that they are with us, and that the rep knows that they are being represented from their side of the table.
So if I was somebody who was interested in Star Farms, should I go out there and look at the models and then hit you up, or?
Nope. The first thing is talk to me, identify what your needs We'll go out. We can spend days, maybe a full day at Star Farms. We can maybe spend a day in the car where we're going to similar communities. We want to make sure that they're seeing everything that fits their criteria. And as it's very important that when they go in with us, that they're registered through us, and that builder knows that we are representing them on the deal. One thing that people have often confused back in the past was they think they might be getting a better deal without using a buyer's representative. So back in the day when builders were using big advertising, full page ads in the Sunday newspaper and everything like that, that may have been the case. But now the builders really enjoy working with the realtors out there who know new construction and can help the process. We know the good builders. We know who's reputable. We know who's really going to take care of you. I'm going to show you everything in the criteria, but I also will take you through the pros and cons of different builders. So it is very, very helpful.
And tell me about Star Farms. You said that was one of the areas that's real popular. Why do you think that that's such a popular area?
It's affordability and